Welcome to another episode of the No Name Podcast. It's your boy Manny, joined by my co-host Ricky. Got a star-studded episode for this week. Got a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of stuff to get through. So, hope you guys enjoy. Ricky, how's your week been?
I mean, I just got back from vacation.
You
Good.
did.
It was a good weekend. Off to Universal Studios last
Oh,
weekend, which was pretty nice. It's been a long time. I've only been there once before that trip,
oh,
and
really?
so a lot has changed, and a lot I don't remember from when I between now and then. If I think I remember correctly, I don't even think the City Walk existed when I went last time I went.
It's a long time ago.
Was
I
um
think that's before I was born.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Um, it's but overall, I mean, we literally got through. Well, my sister had like stuff what she wanted to do. I literally just wanted to go, just to go and check out the Harry Potter thing. Um, that's pretty much it. Else, because the one important thing that it is gonna be there is not available. Is not there yet.
Secret Life of Pets.
No,
No, no, that's there.
no.
Did you write that? What was that like?
I went on that ride. Um, I was on the ride. It's fine. It's it's good for like
Who adopted you?
some Asian family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good.
yeah, it was some Asian family.
Oh, okay.
They're nice people.
They're nice people. Oh, okay.
Very nice
I
people.
saw this TikTok where the dude the dude kept getting in line just to get the lesbians to adopt him.
Oh, that's in there. They have a lesbian couple in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah, they have
cool.
a lesbian couple, and I believe they have a gay couple as well.
That's pretty
Like,
cool.
men. But he
I
got
know that.
he
we know.
wrote he wrote he wrote I can't remember how many times because he just wanted to get adopted by the lesbian couple. It was hilarious.
Hey, man,
Let's
it is
just
what
say
it
this, there
is.
was 2 parts on the TikTok.
It is what it is. All that stuff. I don't know. You always want the good set of parents, but
True.
yeah. But we went on
True.
that ride. We did that ride. Of course, we did. And of course, we did the Minion ride, which was actually pretty cool itself. Um, we did. Me and my sister did the Harry Potter one inside of Hogwarts. Um, that what else was there? The Mummy, Jurassic World, of course, Transformers. Um, we didn't do Krusty Land one, unfortunately. Um,
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. The Simpsons ride.
yeah. Because out of all the rides, that one was the wait time was the longest on that one out of all the other ones we did.
You do Transformers?
Yes. It's
That's an awesome ride.
pretty cool, especially the 3D. It's pretty
Yeah.
nice. 3D is pretty nice and everything. I feel like I'm missing something. I'm just trying to
You said
remember if
Spider-Man?
there is no Spider Man.
Oh, that's Orlando. Um,
Exactly. We did the
yeah.
studio. We did the studio tour, of course, and
Oh,
everything.
yeah, how was that? The Tram Tour?
I like that one. The addition, I think, since because I remember doing it the last time I went. I think Kong and the Fast and the Furious are the newer stuff that I saw. The studio
Right,
tour.
how did you like Fast and Furious?
That was actually interesting. Um, I thought that should be its own ride, in my opinion.
Well, it is in Orlando.
Well, I'm specifically in Hollywood. I mean,
I heard it wasn't good, the Orlando one.
and all that
So,
stuff.
I've never ridden that one, so
And all
I
that
don't know.
stuff. Well, particularly for the one in Hollywood, it should be its own ride. And all that stuff. Similar and all that stuff. I think the King Kong one suits it better. Um,
Right.
and everything for that. But I feel like the Fast and Furious portion of the studio tour that should be its own ride, in my opinion.
Mm.
Um, but then again, Universal Studios in Hollywood is its real estate is not as big and expand and able to expand as much as like Disneyland is and
Yeah.
everything. And because the thing is, because the thing is like the one place in Universal that's coming, but not and it's not though they've already started building it is the Super Nintendo World land that's happening there. It's they've already said it, so it's already out in Japan. So, but the thing and it's coming to Hollywood, no timeline specifically, which was surprising. Um, and it's also coming to Orlando later on, part of their Epic Universe attraction they're doing. I don't know what the hell that is. Forgot to look it up. But already the Hollywood one is already a little bit small. The size is already a little bit smaller from the Japan version, and it's already missing one. And it's already missing one ride out of that in the Hollywood one because in Japan there's two of them particularly, and planning on adding another one next year if I remember correctly in Japan. So and then of course like if you've already been to Hollywood before, like the one in Hollywood, yeah, the real estate like the land itself, the area is not that big in a way and all that stuff. And it's hard, and just looking around because of course it also doubles as a studio lot for actual shows that they shoot under Universal Studios and all that stuff. Um, Looking around outside of that, not much to do more expansive stuff. Unfortunately, best bet is you would have to shut. You would have to destroy the Transformers, right? In all honesty,
That shouldn't be done.
that shouldn't be or should be.
I said shouldn't. Oh, did you go on the Mummy ride?
Yeah,
How'd you like that one?
it reminds me of. Okay, I'm gonna say
Indiana Jones.
a little, but Indiana's still better.
Yeah, no, definitely. It
Indiana's still
does
better.
remind me of that though.
It does
It does give
remind,
me that.
yeah, it does give off the Indiana Jones vibes with it and all stuff, and the fact that it's just one straight way back that way, and then the other way back. It was like, Jurassic World is just pretty much the Jurassic Park ride, the original Jurassic Park ride with the Jurassic World skin over it, and all that stuff. I was like, because I was like,
I mean, you get that cool mosasaur thing.
no, I'm talking about Jurassic World now.
Yeah, the ride.
Jurassic World, the ride. What are you talking
Yeah,
about? You said Moses.
I said the mosasaur.
Oh, the Moses. I
Do you
didn't even
know
hear you.
the underwater, like the
Yeah,
big fish underwater? Yeah,
that's in the beginning and all that stuff.
yeah,
Like
yeah. That's what I'm saying. You get that cool effect. It's kind of
that's the
cool.
big. That's like the only like.
And then you get the Indominus Rex at the end. Remember, he's fighting the T-Rex.
Yeah,
That's new.
that's what I'm saying. It's literally Jurassic Park, the original ride. When I first saw it, when I first got on that ride, the last time I've been on it, but it's just a Jurassic World skin over it because you're adding the
I
underworld.
mean, that's what the movies are, though.
No, don't get me wrong. That's what I'm. Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. I'm just literating that in my from what I saw from it because I haven't been in.
Also, in the movie world, is Jurassic World the same property as Jurassic Park?
What do you mean?
Because I could have sworn it was a different piece of land, and it's a whole different movie. But there's Jurassic Park equipment in the movie.
Because it's the same island.
Oh, okay, it is. Okay, continue.
I'm just saying, though. I'm just compare. Like I said, it's more of me just comparing it from the last time I've been on it, from the last time I've been there and all that stuff. And I'm just literally like, yeah, it's literally the same thing of what the movie is and all that stuff and everything. But I just feel like there could have been more. It could have. I feel like there should have been a little bit more added to that in some way. I don't know for sure, but
Yeah,
that's how I feel about
animatronic
it.
Chris Pratt.
Wait,
That'd
what?
be dope, actually.
Wait,
I was
what?
like animatronic Chris Pratt.
I mean, they have him and uh the chick like in like this TV screens doing stuff like warning people and all that stuff and everything.
Yeah.
The only reason why I didn't want to get on that ride the first time that time because of the drop and everything because you might get wet and everything, and I didn't have an extra set of clothes, and I was like,
Oh yeah. Was it
luckily,
cold over there?
nah. It was so during the day. Well, it's LA, first of all. Um,
Yeah, that's true.
during the day, like in the morning and like towards the night, it does get cold, but like during the day, it is a bit warm stuff.
Oh, okay.
And um, I don't remember if Simpsons was there when the last time I went. If I remember correctly. I don't know when that got added after first time I went and all that. But to the Potter, back to the Harry Potter one. Um, I do want to say it's like I feel like the that one should have been a bit bigger because I feel like if I go to the one in Orlando, it's gonna be way bigger and all that stuff. I don't know why, because like going in there was like
Yeah, because they have
I was like
they
going.
have whatchamacallit? What's that area? Um, they have another area. It's not a ride area. It's just a well, they have another ride, but man, I forgot what area it's called. Which is that one that Harry goes to because he says the wrong word? Remember when he's in the fireplace and he says the wrong word because of his accent, and they send him somewhere else?
It's been a while, so I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Well, they have that area, the
Okay.
like dark and decrepit, and then they also have instead of the hippogriff ride that we have, they have Hagrid's motorbike. They have that
Okay.
one instead. But other than that, the only expanded area is that area, and it's like shops and stuff.
Yeah, but I feel like
My
just
knowledge.
yeah, but I feel like it was like I feel like going in there. I just when I walked in there, I was like, I feel like there was supposed to be more to this. I feel like that's in Florida more than and everything.
Yeah. Oh, they have the train too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so it's like
They,
okay.
like you can actually the train is like transport and a ride, so they have that.
Yeah, so I thought so. So yeah, so okay. Yeah, so the Simpsons stuff was in 2007. Okay, so it was before I went there. Before the last time I was there. Wait, no, this.
I was gonna say, so it wasn't before I was born. Sure thing.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. No, it was in 2007 still.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Okay, no. It was announced in '07. It was started operating in 2015. Okay, was before. Cuz
really? Wow.
so it was before cuz before that cuz I just noticed this right now. Before that it was the Back to the Future, the ride. Fun time.
Yeah. So did you get on Back to the Future or no?
Well, it doesn't exist anymore.
No, I'm saying
Oh,
when you
the
went the
first
first
time?
time. Not now.
I don't
Yeah, yeah.
remember. I don't remember.
Did you get on the Jaws ride before?
That was part of the studio tour, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but we had it was ours was where Harry Potter Land was.
Yeah,
Did you get on the actual ride or no?
I don't remember.
Uh I would if I was to go back in time, that's the ride I would get on because I was never there when the Jaws ride was open.
Yeah, cuz like and the thing was like it kind of like shook me a bit and all that stuff because that this like the Springfield area is like in Universal, but the fact that's like I wonder if I don't remember. I have to remember. I was trying to remember like when this happened. But literally, this got set up before the deal of when Disney acquired 20% all the Fox properties, such as like The Simpsons and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like I wonder what they plan on. What's the issue going to be there for like when that if they're still going to. I mean, it's still there till now for right as of right now and all that stuff in Universal and everything. I just don't know if that's still going to be there for the and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because in all honesty, I would. This is just me spitballing, and I don't know what Universal does, Like this could be a perfect opportunity for Universal to like give up on it, tear it all down. But it looks like it's it's probably one of their biggest popular areas that I don't
Wait, what
know.
are we talking about again?
The Simpsons area in the
Oh,
in
okay, okay.
Universal. Um,
Yeah, it. I hear it get talked about quite a bit,
yeah, I feel like that
and
could
it
be.
is a fun area.
It is a fun, yeah, but it's just like I wonder what would they do with that stuff. I mean, like, well, you can. I mean, like, literally, it's like, yeah, The Simpsons is a big thing and all that stuff. Don't get me wrong. Like, literally, going into that thing makes me want to start watching it again because I haven't watched it in so long. Um,
I
but
started watching it because of Disney Plus.
yeah, yeah, because I was like, that's why I was like, oh, it's on Disney Plus, so I can watch it. I can go ahead and watch it and everything. And but I feel like it should be a perfect opportunity then to expand on their own freaking properties and all that stuff
Yeah,
and
but then
everything.
also they do still have the Marvel Land in Orlando.
But that's because of that's like a pre-existing deal before that
Yeah,
and also and that's only on certain characters though. So it's like
yeah, that's true.
Disney's that and so and that only affects Orlando though too. So they
Yeah, they can't build more. They
they
couldn't
can't do
bring it
that.
over here if
They
they.
couldn't bring
Yeah,
it. They can't bring that to Hollywood now since it's for the
yeah,
fact
and then they can't add on to it. They just got to
and they
keep it what it is.
exactly too. So in Orlando they can't add on
I
to it.
think I heard. I think I heard just one dude say that like if they wanted to, they can. There's a loophole that they can make a new ride with the same character or something like that. He goes into it. He was like a lawyer guy,
Yeah, because
but it's a lot of loophole stuff.
yeah,
But I can't remember.
there's a lot of loophole stuff which kind of sucks and all that stuff, which is why
Yeah,
we're not getting a lot of stuff happening in Walt Disney World. So it's because there's the only thing
yeah,
that's happening in Walt Disney World is like a Guardians ride and all that stuff
yeah.
and everything. How else here in California, Avengers Campus and everything like that, they're able to do that because they don't have that. Universal Studios Hollywood didn't have all that stuff and everything. So it's like, but I feel like it's like since the fact of real estate constraint that they have within that park already from Universal and everything. And I mean, that's if they're willing to do it too, as like they can get rid of the Simpsons stuff and everything if they want to. They can either expand on Harry Potter and all that stuff because I feel like that's what I feel like that should be a thing. Oh, and that's the other thing I need to talk about too about that, but I'll get that in a bit. Um, or just do something with their existing stuff and everything like that.
Right.
Because they have other properties and all that stuff. I mean, like, of course, we talk about Jurassic World. Fast and Furious is a good option to have and everything like that. Uh, figure out something with your monster franchise, such to with like
That'd
Dracula
be
and all that stuff
awesome, dude.
and everything and
The
all that
classic
stuff
monsters.
and everything. Like, do something with that stuff. Like, Universal has their own properties. Just right now, their parks are using properties from already existing people. Because here's the thing:
Yeah,
Potter Potter is Potter is not a Universal property. It's Warner Brothers. They're just
yeah,
lucky to have it because Warner Brothers don't have a theme park of sorts, like
yeah.
Universal and Disney does, and all that stuff.
That'd
So
be dope.
they
They
can
do.
leverage that and all that stuff. Well, I mean, I don't know if no, I don't think
Well,
Six
doesn't
Flags.
Six Flags count?
That's what I was just thinking right now. I'm
Yeah.
I'm actually checking that ownership group right now while I talk about that.
It's
Um,
probably like another like a
but I think it's
contract loophole
yeah,
thing.
it's like more of a
One of
contract.
those.
I think it's more of like a rights thing and all that stuff because I know that's like because Warner Brothers is there in DC
Yeah.
and all that stuff, like which would make sense and all that stuff more because that's why I was like, okay, I'll look at that in a bit. Um, but other than that, it's just more like you can expand on Harry Potter. I feel like they have the kids land area, which is more like what it looks like is going to sort towards more to like Minions, Illumination, and all that stuff and everything. That company, which they do own and all that stuff, so they can work on that and all that stuff on that side too, because Minions are popular and all that stuff
Yeah.
and everything. And I feel like
I don't I don't I don't care for Minions that much, do you?
well, I mean, I like it and all that stuff. I think it's cool. Like kids love my niece loves it and all that stuff. So that's why it's like I can see that
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Like I don't think of it for me as an adult. I think of it for me as as the kids for the kids and all that stuff
Yeah, little kid. I understand like little kids liking it,
and all that stuff because
but
because like the thing is, especially with amusement parks in general, you have to assort for all ages and all that stuff. So
yeah,
that only makes sense to do to keep that area, have that something for kid friendly, but also make sure everything else is aged that balanced out age wise and all that stuff.
yeah.
Another property, Transformers movie, like that right wise, like it's not Universal owned, like the movies, because they use it based off the movies. So the movie rights are actually owned by Paramount and all that stuff. So it's like that, and
Oh, okay.
Paramount did have Great America, but I think they sold that. So I don't think they sold that to
Really?
someone else.
Paramount had Great America?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah. So that's the thing. Um, okay, so uh,
Yeah. What about what was I gonna say? They don't own Dark Horse, huh?
no,
Comics. Oh
no,
damn. That'd be kind of
who's
cool to see something. That'd be kind of cool to see something like that in a theme park. I don't know what, but something like maybe Spawn or Umbrella Academy is pretty popular. And do that.
okay. So Time Warner, which is the ownership group of Warner Brothers and the other the other properties, they did have a 51% stake in Six Flags, but they sold it. And all that stuff. They did sell it
Oh, okay.
to an investment firm and all that stuff. So it's like they did own it, but they ended up selling it like in the late 90s, 95. But
Oh,
I guess
okay.
they kept it. But I guess they let them keep the rights and all that stuff to that stuff.
What does Great America have that's under their rights?
Great America.
Do they still have anything that's under their rights?
Let me see here. Give me one sec.
I can't think of anything. Oh, Snoopy, huh? No. Yeah, huh?
Technically, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Give me a sec while I pull that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was under. Yeah, see, Paramount's Great America that was the name from 1993 to 2006. 2006. Yeah. So, because that was owned by um Viacom, which is pretty much they their property rights are such as like CBS channels, Nickelodeon, BET, and all that stuff,
Oh,
um,
okay.
and everything. So they did own um Great America for from 92 to 2006, but then they ended up selling it. Actually, yeah, till 2006 until they sold it to another. So yeah, so like Snoopy is there now, but before that, it was more of like you would see like more Nickelodeon theme stuff at the parks at Great America. That's what
Oh,
was there
okay.
originally, yeah, and all that stuff. So
Hmm.
that was like that. So like there were these big old conglomerate media companies that did have theme parks. Pretty much like the only two now is mainly is Universal and Disney.
Yeah. Cause I think oh, who was it? Not the ones who own Scooby Doo. They have one in
Hanna Barbera, which is under the Warner Brothers umbrella, which is under Time
right.
Warner.
They have one in Saudi? No,
I don't know.
Abu Dhabi.
I don't know. I don't know.
One of the two.
I don't know anything outside of the United States, but I'm just and everything. So keeping it
Well, I
within
know
here.
it because I was looking up like if Scooby Doo will ever be in the park in any park, and
Mm.
there's like a ride that popped up, and it was like can't remember what the name of the park was, but it was that company. I'm like, oh, that's dope.
I've never been to Great America. actually.
I went when I was a kid, and
Never
that was
gone.
only with that was on a field trip with school.
Never gone. Been pretty
Yeah.
much. We've done Disneyland, Universal Studios, Six Flags, Magic Mountain, and Discovery Kingdom. And but I've never been to Knott's. Is SeaWorld still a thing?
Yeah. I
That's
hear it's getting more and more popular. I
is
hear
it.
they're adding
I
relatively cool stuff.
remember there was one in what I think was San Diego.
Yeah, that's where it is.
Is it still there? Oh, it is.
Yeah, it is. That's what I'm saying. I heard it's getting popular, like building back up its popularity with
That's
like
good.
adding stuff.
That's good.
I don't know what they're adding though.
That's good. Oh, and Legoland. Haven't been there.
Me neither.
Haven't been there. So those ones. But yeah, but back to Universal is like I feel like, and of course they also have the City Walk too, which is open to the public and everything, which is cool.
Yeah. You see the gorilla? Do they have the gorilla?
The grill is still there
Oh, cool, cool.
and
He's
all that
cool.
stuff. I don't know. I feel like for some reason like I left that park like thinking like this place has potential still to do some good things. It's just like if they're willing to do it and all that stuff. Unfortunately,
You see any Horror Night stuff when you went?
no, that was done.
Oh, okay.
It's the
I wasn't
reason.
sure if they
No,
still had some stuff up.
no, that was done after Halloween. It's the reason why we went because we didn't want to because for it was basically for my niece because we want to scare her with all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, I figured they'd have like some like minor decor up. I wasn't
No,
sure.
everything was gone. That was like literally
Oh, that's cool.
by the time we got there. That I mean, but because we went like a week after that was done. So yeah, that would have been all gone by now.
Oh yeah, huh, it was a week after. I thought it was closer for some reason.
Nah, and everything. But yeah, I mean, I was like overall, it's like, and then the odd part about it was like, uh, they were open from 9 to 6 time wise, which I thought was kind of weird and all that stuff. But I was like, okay, but we were like I said, we were able to get most of the stuff done that at least what my sister wanted to do at least. Um, and then so apparently, because particularly in LA County, it's now mandated to when you attend particularly theme parks in LA County, you're supposed to show proof of vaccination or COVID or a negative COVID test with to get in. Um, from what we've heard, that was supposed to go into effect when we got there, but apparently it didn't. It went into effect as of yesterday, on that Monday. So it's like and all that stuff because that's what we heard and all stuff like it was supposed to go into effect sooner than that, but I guess it didn't. But
Yeah.
so we were all we had it because we got our because all three of us are vaccinated. My niece didn't need to do all that and all that stuff. Thank God. Um, and we had our cards and everything ready to go and all that stuff. And then once we got there and it was heading towards the park, comes to find out we didn't need them. I was like, okay.
That's funny.
But I guess as of now, probably now though, it's like if you do go to the park, you do have to show proof of vaccination. Now, I said LA County, so whoever's watching this and they hear that, this does not affect Disneyland. To let everyone know, Disneyland is in a different county and all that
Orange
stuff.
County.
Yes, exactly. So you can still go to Disneyland without showing proof of vaccination
Yeah.
and all that stuff. It's just only in Universal, wherever is there in LA County.
That also works for that's also not including Knott's. I believe Knott's is in Orange County as well.
Yeah, that's true. That is also correct. And also, so you're good. Get there. Overall, though, good trip, good day. It was a good time on stuff.
That's
Uh,
what's
like I said, I feel the Fast and Furious thing should be its own thing. 'Cause I feel like I feel like that should have been more. There was more to that it should have been. Um, Studio tour was nice to see again. I feel like out of, out of everything about expand to all stuff, I think Transformers should have got removed out so that way they can build on Super Nintendo World. That's just my opinion on that. As much as I enjoyed that ride, I don't think it should be there as of now, especially when you have Nintendo coming in and all that stuff. Because I feel like when Nintendo Land comes in, finally is like opened up, there's gonna be a lot more people there, in my opinion, and all that stuff.
Yeah. I
Um,
still they
but I
should
did,
not
but
push
I
Transformers that way, that being awesome.
and also, but I didn't that much. Everything else was cool.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
and I got a wand.
Barbecue. Oh, do you have it with you?
Oh, let me grab it right now. Still time. Like, grab it.
Okay. So my weekend was cool. Um Went fishing and watched reruns of Walker Texas Ranger and Bonanza, Gunsmoke. Had a good weekend, really calm. Didn't catch any crab, but you know, it's barely I went opening season, so it's kind of disappointment didn't catch any crab, but yeah, I caught six, but they were too small, so I had to throw them back.
Okay.
Planning on going again soon. Hopefully, getting some more. Actually, bringing some home. So
So
it goes a lot better. Oh, oh,
this is the task collection. So this is least popular. Um, Dumbledore's one. We barely get a really got it for myself because I like these little. You can barely tell markings. It's kind of hard to see, and then I was like, I like it. I enjoy it. $60. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of actually shocked that it was bucks. But so funny story about that. So it came to bought these like right after me and my sister got off the Hogwarts ride and all that stuff. And we were heading out. We were actually gonna leave the Harry Potter Land area and all that stuff. And then we found like this little area that's like people waiting in line to get in. And then my sister went to ask what it was about. And apparently it's pretty much like the where you can go and like learn spells and stuff like that and everything like that. And so I took my niece and all that stuff.
the show.
It's
Is it
like
the
it
show?
was supposed to be from what we heard. It was like a show. No way.
Oh,
So
okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
it's like me and my niece go. We check it out and we go and wait and we check it out. So I kid you not, it is literally the scene from the first movie when Harry goes gets his wand and everything. It's literally the recreation of that, but it's instead of Harry, they pick a random person from the crew from that's there, and they literally go through the scene itself, like kind of, but with different things and everything like that. But then after that,
yeah.
it takes you into the wand shop and all that
And they're
stuff
like, now buy one.
and they're like you can to buy a wand. If we had known that from the get go, we would have done it like that instead of just buying them randomly from off a cart that was there and all that
Yeah,
stuff. Because
it's
it
less
felt
magical.
it's more it's less magical and more experience. Because like it would have been like a little nice experience and all that stuff
Yeah,
and
they're like,
everything.
oh, where'd you get your one? Awesome cart.
No, I've got some awesome cart in Harry Potter Land. I'm like,
Yeah,
God damn.
they're like, oh, so you didn't go to the shop that
Because
Harry
like
went to
what's funny, because like
in the
what's fun,
movie.
because what's well, it's also the funny part because the bags we got it just says like Harry Potter and the Wizarding World and all that stuff. I saw other ones with the same bags we had, but it said the wand shop's name on it.
Yeah.
I was like, on.
You're like, well, missed opportunity right there.
Like, are you kidding me? Like, if there was one thing I was upset about that Universal needs to like really need to do better on is that in particularly and all that stuff. Like the whole that whole I don't because the fact that that cart was like all the way at the end of the place, and it's like because it's between the Hogwarts ride and this like mini roller coaster they have. It was like one that should have caught that should I should have like been like wait that's weird and all that stuff. And then second, and it was like secondly, I don't even think you should if you're selling you should not have the wands outside of the wand shop, in my opinion. On that,
Uh, that's I don't know. Maybe if you're in a rush, it's kind of cool.
that's my opinion
Like
though. That's
maybe
just my opinion.
like I wouldn't say do it from the cart, but like I guess if you're like in a rush and like you gotta go home or you gotta go and you don't want to
Well, I mean,
wait
like
in line, I guess.
the wine shop itself is still is open, even if you don't do
Yeah, you
the
don't
thing
have to do the
itself.
show, but
If you don't even do the show, so it's open still, and everything like that. So it's like I just think it's like, especially the fact that you have it all the way in the back, maybe that's fine and all that
yeah,
stuff. But at the same time, I just didn't think like I. I'm not gonna lie, I felt kind of let down on that.
it does
'Cause
kind of kill it because like you never see in the movie like Harry walking around. There's like a cart selling wands.
yeah, exactly. It's like and everything.
Oh, did you try butterbeer? I didn't even
Yes,
ask you.
yes,
You did? Did you get hot or I mean not hot, regular or frozen?
Frozen or whatever they called it.
Frozen.
Yeah, it was good.
The icy thing.
Yeah,
Like
it was good.
I want to try the hot one,
It
but I
was
heard
good.
it's only available for Christmas. I don't
Oh,
know.
another thing. So in the Springfield area for Simpsons and all that stuff. So of course they have like the certain areas, of course you can go to the Krusty Burger, grab a burger and all that stuff and everything like that. So I went there to get a burger and all that stuff. First things first, the fact that your combo is the burger and the fries, that's disappointing right there already. And all that stuff. Add the drink. I'm already spending $15 on this damn thing. You might as well just give me the drink, not pay extra for it.
Well, that
Luckily,
was your first mistake. You went to Krusty Burger, dude.
I wanted a burger. I wanted a burger. My sister went to get a
Nah,
hot.
dude. Bumblebee Man's taco truck is the best, dude.
That's the thing though. That was closed.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Damn.
Cause don't I saw it and I was like, oh, I'll go there, but it was closed. So I was like, I'll go to Krusty Burger instead. That because my sister wanted to get a hot dog and I was like, I don't want a hot dog. Oh, so
The Chicken Shack's pretty cool.
I saw that after, so I was like, crap. So
I heard some
unfortunately,
people say it tastes like Chick-fil-A. I'm not sure. I don't know
no,
if I
so
believe that.
but hey, at least it was open on Sunday. Um,
True, true.
and so I'm in line, I'm waiting and all. I'm getting in. I order my food. Of course, I said first thing I said. Of course, you're gonna make me spend $17 up for a meal combo. You might as well just give me a drink and all that stuff instead of just the fried treat. Lucky I still had the butter beer. I was like I wasn't gonna trip about it really. Um, second thing, I don't understand the fact of people because like are waiting in the middle area and all that stuff for their food while the registers are still in that same middle area and all that stuff. I'm
That sounds about right.
like literally everyone was in that middle area. I'm over here back by the freaking Coke freestyle machines and all that stuff because it's like I'm not gonna try to get into that. And it's like everyone's like surrounding it, the damn thing. I'm like, bruh, just come on. And all that stuff. Like that's just y'all just doing too much. Like there's people trying to order food and all that stuff. You're confusing them on if they're able to go to a register or not, and all that stuff. And I was just like, okay, whatever. But yeah, that's it. That was the last. That was one of the last two things I got to say.
Uh, I already spoke to the. I already told the people what I did this weekend.
Oh, your
It
fishing
was
trip?
that. Yeah, and then staying at home just watching Bonanza or Walker Texas Ranger reruns. That's pretty much my weekend in a nutshell. Oh, I watched the Steelers game Monday. That was cool. We beat the Bears. So that was fun.
Great sight.
That was fun. Yeah. So moving over to that. The game I didn't see was the Raiders game. I don't know if you saw it.
I kept score because of course I was at Universal and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. All I know is that it was like we were down, and I'm like, we'll be fine. We always do better in the second quarter. We were doing fine, and then I don't know what happened. We had the ball in the last couple minutes, and I was like, oh well. And,
You're like, well, there goes that.
well, there goes that. And all that stuff. So I was like, I saw the scores. It went fine. No, I was watching. I was actually watching it. I don't know what we were doing at that time, but what happened was I was watching it, and then no. Now I remember what happened. So I was trying to watch the game, and so I have YouTube TV for cable purposes and all that stuff. I guess and all that stuff. And the thing is about YouTube TV, you have to, especially if it has to ask for your location in order to give you your proper local channels and all that stuff. And if you happen to be out of your home area, it notifies you, lets you know, like, are you here temporarily? Or are you here permanently? If you let them know temporarily, it changes the local channels for that area and all that stuff. Tell me why I cannot watch the Raiders game while I was in LA on the local channels. I was like, are
That's funny.
you kidding me?
That's funny.
Are you kidding me? They're in
That's how
Vegas.
it feels. That's
I was like, now I know, like, no, I've always known, I know how blackouts stuff works. I can't watch a Warriors game here
really.
in this where we live and all that stuff because it's a different
Why not?
because our the TV rights NBA wise go to the Kings, not the Warriors, or not
Okay, that
both
makes sense.
and all that stuff. So it's
I
like
mean, it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense on their
so,
logic
but
also.
yet at the same time, when it comes to baseball, I can watch both Giants and A's games. I'm like, what? But yeah, so I was like, I mean, I was upset for the fact because like it was watching because I wanted to see the last of that game and all that stuff, and I couldn't because of that. It was more because of that, not because of the fact that it blacked me out. I was like, this
Yeah.
is stupid and all that stuff. And but then like I was like, I had it on the ESPN app, so that way like updates and everything like that. Excuse me. And then like it stopped refreshing, and I was like, oh great. Then next thing I know, I was like, I reset the app, got back in, game was over. I was like, ugh. Like, oh well, it is what it is, and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, we're 5-3. I'm not sure. It's like it's a big. It's not much of a big deal now because like I said, we're only 5-3. It just sucks for the fact because we lost to the Giants.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So it's like we're still good in the division. We're not out of the woods yet and all that stuff. Hopefully, we'll do better this Sunday and everything like that. And I'm not gonna make it all big deal out of it and all that stuff and everything. We signed Deshaun Jackson and everything, so that'll help us out after what happened with Ruggs and everything and all that stuff. Um, People said we should sign Odell Beckham. I'm like, you're tripping, right?
Yeah, you guys don't want that. You don't want that on your team.
I don't want that on my team. I mean, speaking of which, Browns are much for some reason like that. The Browns winning their game Sunday proves the fact that it was more on Odell than it was Mayfield. That's just me though,
Yeah.
and all that stuff
Yeah.
and
I
everything.
mean, it's easier to win games when your receivers don't drop balls because they're scared they're going to get hit.
Exactly,
Just saying. I mean,
exactly. So it's just like, I mean, he's cleared Raver. Odell is cleared waivers. We'll see who he wants to go to a Super Bowl contender. I'm like, bruh.
so he wants to win a Super Bowl and not do anything.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's what he wants to do.
so you want to
That's what
be
that means.
so you want to be Antonio Brown right now and all that stuff.
Yeah. You want.
And all that stuff. Like you haven't proved anything. The only thing you've done was
Yeah.
a miraculous catch and all that stuff, and then complain about Eli Manning not throwing the ball to you.
Yeah. How about go to the Jets?
Stop now. They might go on a 5-game win streak. Stuff. They're not out of the division, in all honesty.
Hey, so I have an honest question that you might be able to answer.
Oh
Why
God,
are the Lions so bad?
I feel bad for my dad. I really do.
Is he a diehard, or is he just like, I just watch him?
No, he's a diehard.
Oh, I do feel bad for him.
Like I think, but he's gone to that. I think he's used to it now. But like but he knows
Yeah,
for the fact it's like our
we
like
stink.
like he knows like we stink. But it's like he's still up. He'll still be upset for the fact because they haven't done anything
Like me with the Pirates.
and all that stuff. It's like I mean, though Stafford hasn't been playing well recently with the Rams. I mean, like you give him up for Goff and all that stuff. Goff's doing terrible and all that stuff. They had a heartbreaking loss when they played the Ravens and all that stuff earlier in the season. Which they could have should have won that. They're supposed to win. They should have won that game
I
at
really
least
wanted them to win that game.
and all that stuff. I don't. I mean, it's like I don't. I just don't get it. I don't know what it is and all that stuff. Like I root for them still myself and everything like that because it's just like they need it. It's like
They,
they shouldn't be like it
they
shouldn't be like this.
need it.
I mean, it's like because like if you look in Detroit's like in the last like maybe 10 to 15 years, at least like you've had of course the Red Wings playing had it were good had good teams and all that stuff. The Pistons winning a title in the NBA and everything before and having good teams also. Same thing with the Tigers, though they've made it to a World Series and all that stuff in the last 10, 15 years and played had good teams also and all that stuff. But then you have the Lions.
Yeah,
And it's just
yeah.
like I mean they've had a couple good seasons, but they've never made the playoffs, unfortunately, if I remember correctly. Um and all that stuff. You've had good players in Stafford and Calvin Johnson and all that stuff, and it's just like Calvin Johnson ends up retiring because of fact of stuff of other things and all that stuff. Um, it's just I don't know if it's like my thing is it's like is it it's gone to the point now where it's like is it more like ownership side stuff kind of things or is it more of players coaches kind of thing? Front office, my bad. Is it a front office thing or is it more of players, personnel, coaches, and players thing situation now? Because I feel like it's like does the ownership actually owners do really care about winning and all that stuff and everything and all that stuff? Because there are owners that have teams but don't give a damn about winning and all that stuff and just care about selling tickets and getting money off of this and
The
all that stuff.
Pirates.
Exactly. I think. I don't know. I don't know their ownership. I don't know. So it's just it is. I mean, like I don't know what to say.
Yeah, yeah. That stinks.
It really
Especially because
does.
I knew your dad was a Lions fan, but I didn't know he was like a diehard. Because you can like you can be a fan of a team, just not be a diehard. Just be like, I support them. But
Yeah. I
dang.
mean, I hope they don't go 0 and ooh God, it's 0 and 17. Oh my God, they might break their own record since there's not one more game now.
The way you said it, oh, they might break their own record. Dude, oh
Well,
man, the way you said that.
because it's 17 games now and all that stuff. So
Yeah,
it's like they have the 0 and 16. So it's like sucks.
reverse Dolphins.
Oh my God, don't do that again.
That's not a record you want.
I mean,
Not
they
a
already
record you want that one.
you don't want it twice.
Yeah, you don't want to set the record of the record you set. Yeah, that's not good. I mean, yeah, now that I think about it, you're right. Yeah, the Tigers got a lot of stuff going for them. I mean,
I mean,
Magnum PI was a Tigers fan,
not
so that's a
recently,
thing.
but I mean, like throughout the last
Yeah, yeah,
10,
just
15
in
years.
general.
Yeah.
Yeah, in their you know What else?
in the city of Detroit.
The Red Wings have obviously done really good
Won titles
in
and
the
everything like
past.
that.
Yeah. Uh, I don't know about the Pistons. You said they won though a
They've
couple
won
times.
they've won a title. They've been to the finals before and made playoffs and everything like that. Right now, they haven't been doing well recently, but it looks like there could be a bright future with them. Right now, maybe I don't know. Um, but it's like the Lions have been the only thing that's like hasn't been like results in a way. They've had like a couple of good starts and all that stuff, but it always ends up not going the way they want it. I don't, if I'm correct, I don't think they haven't made the playoffs recently, especially with Stafford and Calvin Johnson on the teams when they're playing
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So it's like
Stinks.
no. I mean, it's like I said, it's like it's like it feels that point now of more of is this more is just having bad players and coaching not doing stuff right, or is this more of front office from general manager up to owner not giving a damn really?
It could be both.
I don't know, but yeah,
Who knows?
push
What
them.
else is it? What's basketball looking like?
My Warriors are 9-1. That's what we've been playing some good ball. I can't. I'm in. I've. It's been a nice thing to see. Though we'll get our first like test this coming week. We play Chicago this coming week. They're one of the better teams in the East. So it's gonna be there. I think we're the only team in the league with one loss right now. Yeah, we're only team in the league with one loss. And everything with and we're ranked top ranked in defense, which is crazy to see and all that stuff. And I'm just it's good times, just good times right now. You a Warriors fan? Curry recently just had a 50-point game, all that stuff. So that's been fun. So our next couple games is we have Minnesota, Chicago, Charlotte, Brooklyn, Cleveland, Detroit, Toronto. Of course, Brooklyn, Chicago, Philadelphia, top teams in the East. Those are going to be some challenging games to play and everything. Um, but I it's you know again, been a fun time. I've been enjoying this season and all that stuff, and I should probably calm down before it happens. Um, I mean
What the Mavs looking like?
your Mavericks are doing good, 7-3 currently right now, third seed in the West.
All right.
So it looks like, I mean, it's
What,
been interesting so stuff to happen.
what about the Blazers?
They're like a half game out of the West of the playoffs. So they're like 5-5 currently.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Not bad. Well, I mean, like we're only like 10 games. Like I said, we're 10 games into the season. Similar how we talked about this last week. A lot of stuff can change between now and then. We'll start seeing more of like where these players go, all that stuff. It'll be like it's gonna be an interesting time. But it's been a fun. It's been a. I've been. I mean, for me specifically, because of course, I'm a Warriors fan. It's been a fun time and all that stuff. The one team I'm kind of worried about is Miami in the East. Of course, we got to. Of course, the West is always the West no matter what. So it's like Utah, Dallas, Phoenix, more particularly, is going to be tough games. Our only loss is to the Grizzlies and everything. So they've been playing well and everything. It's been a fun time. Annie?
My bad. My mic was muted. That's that's on me. That's on me. Okay. Uh, yeah. Hold on. I just lost my doc. Where is it at? There it is. Hold on. We're having some technical difficulties. Bear with people. This usually doesn't happen. Damn it! What the?
I know this is stuff. I want to ask this while you keep looking, and
Yeah.
but I know this is something we normally don't talk about and everything like that. But I just want to bring it out. So you know about the whole Aaron Rodgers thing that's happened recently, right?
Yeah. Of course I do. I watch the Pat McAfee show.
Um,
What's wrong with that?
no, nothing wrong with Pat McAfee. I haven't watched it in a while, but I love Pat McAfee, you know, because I haven't watched it in a while. I didn't. Even, I know about Friday. I
Are
haven't.
you talking crap on Pat Mc? No, I'm just kidding.
Somebody talk crap about. I didn't. I know about Friday's interview. I did not watch today's interview with him and all that stuff. But
He's
I
a
guess
cool dude.
all I'm gonna say is like, what is your thoughts? It's something I know it's something we don't talk about a lot. Is like with this kind of stuff, but it's just like kind of a big deal sports wise in a way.
I think he's a cool dude. He's very intellectual. I didn't think he's that intellectual.
Rogers.
Yeah. I mean, he always caught me as an intellectual guy, but like I didn't think he was that intellectual. Smart dude. He's a
Okay,
pretty smart dude.
you're kind of creeping me out.
Well, he is. He's a smart dude. Yeah, I was listening to him and I was like, he uses a lot of big words and a lot of smart words, and he speaks with very cautiously, and it's pretty cool. I wish I had that mentality of speaking like that, because I struggle with that. Yeah.
On the dock.
I- Yeah, I had the dog the whole time.
Uh, You said you lost it. That's why I was trying to kill time.
Well, yeah, I found it, and then we started talking about A Rod, A Raj, A Raj. Yeah, I like that. No, but no, I have a lot of respect for A Raj. I mean, you know, keep in mind that the Super Bowl, but it's a different story. But still, a lot of respect for Rodgers. A lot of respect for AJ because I don't want to just get bodged out of nowhere. You know,
AJ.
AJ Hawk.
Oh, I was like, what does AJ have to do with this?
No, he's just kind of throwing him in there. Anyways, uh, so 3 episodes of Arcane Asylum, uh, the League of Legends
Did you just call
game.
it Arcane Asylum?
Yeah, I couldn't remember the last word,
It,
so
it's just
I
called
just said Asylum.
Arcane.
Okay, so Arcane, the League of Legends cartoon series, anime, manga thing came out,
Animated.
and animated manga came
It's not
out,
a
and
manga's a book.
oh, uh, I mean, a cartoon is just an animated book.
Stop.
So, so I mean, yeah. Anyway, so that came out. Ricky's gonna give his P's and Q's and his nickel and 2 dimes and his 2 cents and his licorice radishes
Hey,
on the
you're doing too much.
first 3 episodes.
You're doing too
He's gonna give a chip off the old noggin and his thoughts of the 3 episodes of Arcane, League of Legends. Ricky, take it away.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, Arcane came out this past Saturday. The first 3 episodes, or as people will say, arc one, and everything. Because apparently, they're how the release schedule is working is coming out every Saturday, but with 3 episodes. So arc one was this past Saturday. Arc two is this coming Saturday, and I think arc three is which is I think is the final arc. I could be wrong. Is the next Saturday. So with this show, it's like I was already interested in it. Just for the fact, because one thing, first thing, to let other people know, I'm not a resident League of Legends player. That's this guy down here. Um,
Sad, dude.
and I don't play it. I know of it. I watched like esports side of it and everything like that, and I know somewhat of the game. But the lore of it itself is what's always gravitated towards me. Um, of it in general, with because they have so many characters and all that stuff and everything about it. Um, there's an upcoming game coming out pretty soon, hopefully. The- that's coming out that I'm interested in playing about to learn more about this world. Um,
You know what to help you learn more about this world? Actually, playing the game was based on,
yeah, if I read like their character bios and all that stuff.
and then
Um,
play it because they say audio tunes.
I know, but I mean, League is one of those games where it's like, though I don't play it, I do enjoy the lore of it and what it brings, um, and everything. So I was actually interested in watching the show because I already knew about it when it first got announced, which was like 2 years ago, I want to say. Um, and I've seen the first trailer for it when it first came out. I was like, okay, this looks pretty cool. Um, the thing, like the interesting about this, just in general, about like that, because it came out Saturday and I was already out of town. I was gonna be out of town. A lot of stuff happened this weekend that I barely get to do to got to do and all that stuff. We got that came out this weekend. Vanguard, Call of Duty Vanguard, which I'll talk about a little bit more after a bit after this and everything like that. Happened this weekend, along with some other things. Um, and but I was like, you know what? On my downtime, pretty much when I'm in the hotel room and stuff, I want to watch this because I was very interested in it. I got to see the first episode Saturday, and then I saw the last two Sunday night. And I kid you not, I already liked the premise of the show. I didn't think I was going to come out the first 3 episodes loving this show as much as I did. Um, I won't spoil much. I won't. I know all that stuff, but I was like, I I was like, I'm very excited to see what Act Two brings. Um, I mean Arc Two for this Saturday for the next 3 episodes of what this show brings. Learning about the character, learning about these characters because some of these legends are in the game are in this show, such as Vi, Jinx, um, Jace, Caitlyn, Armadinger, if I'm saying his name right. Just to name a few of them and all that stuff, and there's possibly some other ones coming on later on. Um, Learning about them on a lore perspective of who they are and all that stuff and where how they started was like it's pretty darn interesting. And how the story and what you're learning from the story itself and everything is just so amazing. Um, I do recommend it if you're a non league fan. I really do. Um, and all that stuff. If you are a league fan, I think you're gonna enjoy this show a lot. Especially if you are especially if you're into the lore too. For this stuff, and then it's like I said, first 3 episodes are already out and all that stuff. The next three are this Saturday. And everything for this too. And I'm very excited to see what Riot Games, who are the makers of League of Legends, uh, do more when it comes to expanding this lore and all that stuff and everything like that. And because this is pretty, it's pretty amazing, and I love every bit of it, and I'm loving every bit of it. Like I plan on watching it again this week just to catch up, just so that way I'm caught up. That way to feel I know more coming into the next going into Saturday, though I won't see it till Sunday. I'll see you Saturday night. Are you muted again?
No, I'm talking. I'm here. I'm in the planet that we call Earth, in the time zone that we call time. I'm here. I can hear you. So, I plan on watching it. I don't know when. I do plan on watching it though. Probably wait for all of them to come out and just binge watch all of them.
I think in my opinion, I think you should watch these three now and all that stuff because it's just because I feel like it's like, of course, like Netflix is more the thing where they pull it out all at once. I think the fact that they're doing this whole arc method each week has been interesting. Because you're getting to learn one overall story of one part, and then it's going to and then of course they'll start the next part and all that stuff. And I think doing that is interesting. This is just my opinion. I suggest that you should probably watch the first three now. That way you're ready for the next ones and all that stuff because and everything. But I mean, you do what you want to do.
Right. So moving over from one game based thing to an actual game. Call of Duty Vanguard recently was released. Ricky's played it. I've played a little bit of it. Uh, Ricky's played the campaign and multiplayer, I believe, right?
I've done some of the campaign, which parts one I which I have up on my YouTube channel. There's up in 4 parts right now. The next parts will happen later this weekend. Um, and I've done a lot of multiplayer this last couple days since I've gotten back.
Okay. Yeah. I've only played a little bit of multiplayer, but I've enjoyed it as of right now. I don't have any negatives on it, but then again, I've only played 4 games, I think. So
Yeah,
in reality,
that's pretty
it's
much
not a
me.
lot.
I That was pretty much me. I only played 2 games before I left for LA, but I did most of the campaign before I left for LA also, so that I can get those videos up. Um, but as of since I've gotten back from LA, I've done mostly multiplayer. I even did it today during my lunch break, and a little bit before we
Oh,
record, and a little bit more before we started before we got on the call and
yeah.
for that. I will say multiplayer. Hold on. Campaigns of what I've seen so far, I'm enjoying it. Um, so far, I don't know how far I'm really into it as much and all that stuff. I hear it's shorter than other Call of Duty campaigns, which is fine. I'm not gonna trip about that really. Um, since since I'm taking these as a more careful approach and then because I'm trying to post them on as videos on YouTube. Um, multiplayer, I've been having a blast and all that stuff. I think the fact that it's like normally with normally with Call of Duty, so I want to say like I've fully dabbled into Call of Duty since Modern Warfare in 2019. Before that, I would normally just I haven't even touched Call of Duty since call it Black Ops 3 fully wise
Wow.
and all that stuff. I mean, we did play 4 and all Black Ops 4, but that only lasted for like as much as it could and all that stuff. But to be fully into the games and immersive into them, like doing a lot of things. These last 3 titles have been are were those only ones. Like my start was Call of Duty 4, the first Modern Warfare. And at those times that was campaign and a little bit of multiplayer, and that's it, and all that stuff. And I stopped after I want to say Modern Warfare 3. Yeah, Modern Warfare 3 was the last Call of Duty I delved into. never played. I haven't played, and again, I haven't touched one since Black Ops. I mean, I did 3 for a bit, but that was more particularly for zombies at that time because I had friends at that time. I had friends, yeah, we're close friends at work that we would at the job I worked at. We did that, but that was it. And I never touched. And then of course we did Black Ops 4, but that only lasted for like maybe a couple months. But since, like I said, since Modern Warfare, since the reboot of Modern Warfare in 2019, I've been playing. I've Call of Duty has been something I've always been playing almost consistently in a way, and all that stuff. And that's campaign multiplayer, Warzone when that first came out, Cold War for campaign multiplayer and zombies, and of course now Vanguard with campaign multiplayer zombies when we start on that. Are we still doing that this week, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I'll talk to you about it after, but yeah, pretty much.
So but I will say it's like campaign I'm liking so far. Multiplayer, I've been more invested in it, I guess you can say, than the other two. And that's just more of like leveling up the guns and all that stuff, getting things delving into the other aspects of multiplayer. And I think for the fact that since we're getting the new Warzone map in December, it gives me a reason to level up most of these guns. And the fact that it's the leveling aspect does feel a bit more faster than in Cold War, and then the additional of operator XP brings a certain thing of wanting to do this more because the cool thing about operator XP is not only that it helps you level up your operator to get skins and other things. Each operator has their own favorite gun. And then if you actually play multiplayer with that operator with its favorite gun, it also gives it a boost in weapon XP for that also, and everything. And that also counts with if you're popping a double token, whether it be for regular XP or weapon XP. So it's like
Right.
it gives it like literally it's like the operator I was using recently was using a, I forgot what the gun was called. And from the time I've played it between now and then, and like I said, most of it has been from last night to now, a few bit. The weapon the currently using for that operator, that's its favorite weapon, is already at 40 something.
Wow.
Exactly. And
I don't even know what mine is.
exactly. And I just unlocked another operator for another gun I gotta do and all that stuff. So it's like and all that stuff. Because like I said, each operator has its own favorite gun and it helps benefits the leveling up for that gun. Because the thing is, when you level up your operator, it gives you weapon XP also, depending on the level you get on that operator for that gun too. So it helped. There's been ways, especially if you've paid attention to Call of Duty TikTok recently. There's been ways of how to level up your guns way fast, and there's and all that stuff. And then it's pretty much been wanting. It's like kind of made me itch of wanting to go for the whole the camo grind kind of thing they've been doing and all that stuff, and trying to get all the camos for all the guns and all that stuff. That may happen. I don't know for sure, but it's been willing. But it's getting me ready. I know for sure for the fact that I will be ready when come season 1 of Vanguard and Warzone. The Warzone map comes into play for all those guns get integrated in too.
Okay, sounds like fun. Now, isn't Warzone also getting like a Vanguard update, correct?
That's what I was just mentioning.
Yeah, no, I mean like, yeah, I was trying to add on top of that. That wasn't the way to do it. That's, that's- let me rephrase my sentence the way I was
I
gonna
guess
say
what Manny's trying to say is come season 1 of Vanguard, because currently as of right now, we are in preseason of Vanguard. but also seasons. We're still in season 6 of the Cold War, and everything. So season 1 begins on December 2nd, if I'm correct, if I heard that correctly, if I remember correctly, for Vanguard
There's
for
no
the
question.
for the Vanguard content and all that
Yeah,
stuff and everything.
right.
We're between now and then we're supposed to get a new map on the 17th of November, which is shipment. And then of course, like I said, season 1 of Vanguard begins on December 2nd. That will give us some new maps, some new weapons, some other stuff, and then of course the new Warzone map itself and everything. And that also will include the integration of Vanguard weapons along with your for Warzone. So pretty much you'll have weapons from Modern Warfare 2019, Black Ops Cold War, and Vanguard all in the new map of Warzone and everything like that. So it's like everything you've done in the last 2 games, such as your level weapons and all that stuff, attachments and everything, that will be there for come when the new map comes, along with the guns you've leveled up in Vanguard. Be ready for that and all that stuff.
Cool. That was gonna be my question. Was when is it gonna be integrated into
So
the
yeah,
season?
so to put a little bit more clarity on that. So the official Warzone map, this Warzone Pacific, which is going to be called, the map name is called Cardera. That will release on the 3rd of December. Now, if you've already if you uh if you own Vanguard and everything between now and the end of season 6 of Cold War, um those players will get to play the new map a day early. So on December 2nd, every me, Arturo, Manny, we can play the new map on the 2nd and not have to wait on the 3rd and all that stuff. Because there are most likely people who didn't pay, who didn't are waiting just for the new map in general and don't bother with Vanguard. They will just they'll get it on the 3rd since Warzone is free to play.
Cool, cool. So moving over to from a gaming perspective to I don't have a good segue for this. Moving over to Eternals. Um, Eternals came out this weekend. Ricky saw it. I didn't. Uh, plan on seeing it. So Ricky's gonna go ahead and give us a spoiler-free review. Ricky, take it away.
So, oh yeah, that was the other thing that came out this weekend and all that stuff. So I literally had to. I saw Eternals Thursday night. After that, played Cold War, played Vanguard. Took my trip. Saw Arcane during the weekend and all that stuff. Came back. I was planning on maybe seeing Eternals again when I came back, but I ended up playing Vanguard instead. I'll probably end up watching it again this weekend. 'Cause I did it again. Um, since because there's no movie coming out this week, no movie coming out this week anyway, so I'm good on that. I have an idea, and I'll tell you that after this recording. Um,
I got an idea too. I can tell you right now if you want.
no, well, I want to talk. Mine's involves something that I don't want to talk about on here.
Mine involves $500,000,
Nope,
potentially something illegal.
nope, that's not happening. Then that's definitely not gonna happen. So, I will say
Fun
this.
idea.
I will say this. I came out of the movie, um, loving this movie. I love it. It's a top. It's not my top 5, but it's a top 10 MCU movie. I haven't put it in my ranking yet, my overall ranking yet. But I enjoyed everything. There are people that has those people do say they have there's these have their gripes saying it doesn't fully thoroughly explain some of the characters, which is fine. I thought that was fine in all honesty. Um I won't get into which characters and all that stuff and everything. Um I enjoyed every minute of it. I feel like the 2 hours and 40 something minutes were worth it. For what it brings to the table. I feel like this movie doesn't set up the MCU in the short term, I think this is more something that's going to set up the MCU for the long term, which I always enjoy more, which I always enjoy because we got something to look forward to outside of that and all that stuff of what's happening now, then and all that stuff. Uh, I think the whole critics thing is totally overblown and all that stuff because the critics they get paid for that stuff and all that stuff, and they can trash it all they want, but that's their opinion and all that stuff. Um, and all that stuff. And for me, I enjoy, like I said, I enjoyed this movie. I love the characters. I love every role. The plot twist that happens, expected, but at the same time not expected because you don't know of where it's going to come from because of who that person is. And I, of course, the mid credit and the post credit scenes, loved every bit of it and all that stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I don't want to spoil because everything else I'm just going to spoil it.
Right. I mean, we can talk about the end credits. The end credits got
So
already
wait,
got spoiled to me. I watched them.
you know the mid. So wait, did you find out that it spoiled both the mid and the end?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we can.
Yeah.
Okay, so this will be spoiler then.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I mean, like here's like so the mid credit scene particularly, I was technically spoiled, but I didn't know of what and all that stuff because I know who the person. I know it was Harry Styles, but
Right.
I didn't know for what though and all that stuff. Because this was like after the premiere. Because like I think later that week there was like an embargo that got lifted where you can talk about it on social media.
Oh.
But some some idiot decided to, well, mostly a lot of people on social media decided to bring up Harry Styles' name, and it was trending on Twitter and all that stuff. And I'm like, why is Harry Styles trending right now at this moment? And apparently it was Eternals related. He was in the mid credit. I'm like, oh crap. There goes that. So I kind of like blocked it out for me. So that way I can see it. That way when I see it, I'm cool. And to come to find out of who his character was, which is of course Brother Thanos, Star Fox, and all that stuff. And which is very exciting to see. And then of course of where the movie leads to that. I won't try to go much into the credit scene itself. Um all I know is that I'm excited. I feel like I don't know if we're gonna get a sequel or if we're gonna get something outside of it. But I'm excited to see what happens because like I said, I love the internals. I feel like throughout the rest of the movie, I feel like I said, I think how I mentioned is that though not every character was explained thoroughly, I think hopefully when this potential sequel comes out, there'll be more of that and all, which is always a good thing, in my opinion, on that stuff. Um, other than that, I love that the end credit scene though is the one I enjoyed the most and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
it's more and it's not of course it's the dude, the sword and all that stuff. That's all cool, but it's the ending part of the post credit scene, which is what I'm more excited about and everything, and hopefully we get something soon from that too.
I believe we will. Now, when's the next time you think you'll see Kit Harington's character in an MCU movie?
I want to say soon, but it depends on a potential movie that I know about
Right.
and all that stuff. But hell, I would love to see a Disney Plus series out of it
That is true. That would be cool.
and all that stuff.
Hey, speaking of which, is Moon Knight still like happening? Moon Knight's still happening, right?
Yeah, it's next year.
Oh, okay, cool.
They've already like begun stuff. They already done stuff and all that stuff. Like Oscar Isaac, who is playing Moon Knight, has done his like has done posted like his training and all that stuff for the show.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that's still happening. That's next. It's because it's next year.
Cool. I'm pretty excited for that.
and everything. But I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
It's exciting times for the MCU. I mean, people are
Y-
still clamoring for Spider-Man: No Way Home and all that stuff and everything in the second trailer because of that recent poster that came out this past weekend.
Yeah.
Just because of Green Goblin shows up on in the background because you can see him in the background of that poster. But I mean, like, that's awesome. That's cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm excited for Spider-Man, but it's like everything else is here. I mean, Eternals just came out. Shang-Chi's coming out on Disney Plus this Friday on the 12th. We still got
Yeah.
Hawkeye coming out later this month and
We still
everything.
got Morbius.
Um, and of course, like we got Doctor Strange after that and everything like that and everything. So it's like it's exciting time to be an MCU fan right now.
It
So
is, dude. I
outside of
can't wait.
Spider-Man
I can't wait for Morbius, dude.
and all that stuff. Yeah. Very exciting for to see what the MCU brings and all that stuff.
Exactly, Morbius.
Shut up. I'm not trying to think about that right now. I really not because like that's like a whole other thing of talking and every lot of stuff. And I'm like, I'm gonna see the movie no matter what. I'm just not trying to like put myself like
Yeah.
going crazy mode and all that stuff and everything. I'm gonna see the movie,
Yeah.
whatever it brings, it brings. Because the thing is like after Venom 2 and that little mid credit scene and everything like that, all this talk about Spider-Man and everything like that now and everything. Everyone's going crazy and everyone's going crazy and all that stuff because like, but apparently like there was a thing that got released today about Tom Holland talking about how No Way No Way Home is supposed to be more dark and something all that stuff and I'm like, oh my god, people calm down,
Oh yeah, and didn't he also say that No Way Home is gonna be the end game of Spider-Man,
something
right?
like that, yeah, and all that stuff and all that
It's
stuff.
like,
I'm
dude,
like,
chill.
bruh, you are starting to overhype this to a point where people are gonna probably get pissed when they see this movie
Yeah, yeah.
and all that stuff. And I'm
Did
just
you?
like,
By the way, you saw the Morbius second trailer, right?
yeah, I saw it. There's a reaction video here on the YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that. That's why I asked to plug that. Um, that it was a setup. What'd you think about the whole I am Venom line?
That was funny. I'm not gonna lie. I liked it, that part. I
That
actually
was
liked
hilarious.
that part. You know, no, I'm just kidding. Dr. Morbius here at your service. I'm like,
Yeah,
I thought that
that
was
was hilarious.
funny. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was funny and all that
That
stuff.
was pretty funny.
Also, like the thing is, it's like here's the thing. The trailer is good. I'm gonna be honest about it. The trailer is actually good. It's just the fact of what's surrounding it as and all that stuff of what's it relates to
Yeah,
is what people upset about is like not upset, but it's like, oh my gosh, it's like putting these expectations on it and all that stuff and everything, or like or feeling like, oh, what's the worst outcome? Because there's so many different things of what's in this movie itself.
yeah.
And I
I'm going into this movie like I went into Venom. Just it's just a movie. It's not trying to tie it into anything. It's
well,
kind of hard,
Well,
but
I go into that with almost every single like the MCU in particularly. I go with that with almost every single MCU movie. That's like especially like with Eternals. I don't go in there with high expectations and all that stuff and everything
yeah,
like that. Like I go in there just like I want to see something new and all that stuff. Because the one thing about Eternals that I enjoy so much about it that it doesn't present itself as an MCU movie until like you hear like references of the MCU itself and everything like
yeah,
that. And I love that about that. That's the one thing I love about that movie is the fact that it's like it is so different from every other MCU movie and all that stuff. And that's what I enjoy about the MCU in general cuz like people always think of it as superhero action, all that stuff and everything like that. But no, there is more deep stuff into it and all that stuff and everything like that. There's more within it than just being a superhero movie and all that stuff. And not everybody captures that, and that's fine and all that stuff. But still, it's like that's why for me with Eternals, like I said, it's not my top five, but it is my top 10 for sure. But the fact that it's like it was willing to take a risk of what it was trying to do, I applaud it for it and everything like that and everything. For willing to do that and everything for that stuff it's just I think of it as a really amazing movie and all that stuff. Now with Morbius, on the other hand, though, um, I plan on watching it and everything like that. I've always said this ever since the day um they got announced that Spider-Man was coming to the MCU. Of course, Spider-Man movie rights and all its characters are owned by Sony. I've said it since that day. Like Sony should play ball with Marvel, and then Sony should deal with more of the Spider-Man portion of the MCU with its characters and all that stuff. But they've made it their own thing, and I don't want to say shit the bed with it and all that stuff, but it's not going the way people believe it should and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And like Venom is an example of that. Though the first one is not that bad of a movie, second one is just, oh my gosh. Got Morbius coming out, which again, like I said, second trailer I thought is a good trailer and all that stuff. It's just the baggage it kind of carries in a way, unfortunately. And of course, there's these potential other stuff that's supposed to come out, such as like Black Cat, Silver Sable movie, and all that stuff. And it's
Right.
like, and of course,
Rhino.
um, I mean, like the bright side. I mean, like the bright side of it. It's like, of course, we have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and all that stuff, and the sequel coming out next. And the sequel's supposed to come out next year. For it, like that's like the bright spot of that from Sony, messing with this franchise. But the live action stuff, like all honesty, it's like play ball with Disney and Marvel, and you do your whole Spider-Man verse within the MCU itself and all that stuff and everything like that. Like, of course, Marvel Studios will help you out with the producing and all that stuff and everything like that. If they believe you would have some of these shows, you can have like shows on Disney Plus to make that more connected with the MCU and everything like that. Have something and all that stuff. That way, it makes Spider-Man a long-lasting character in a way and all that stuff, and not just for Tom Holland as Peter Parker and all that stuff, but the potentiality of a future live action Miles Morales and all that stuff to make that, and that would have made the MCU much more bigger in a way outside of what it is now.
Right.
But we got whatever's going to happen here now, so just gotta make
Yeah.
sure they gotta land it.
Hopefully they stick to landing.
But
I'm
I
pretty
don't.
excited.
But outside of that, like I'm not gonna lie, Spider-Man No Way Home was like kind of like the last thing on my mind. No way.
Um,
Not, and I don't mean that in
not,
like I don't care for it. I mean, don't get me wrong.
yeah, no, I get you.
But it's like I said, Eternals just came out. Hawkeye is coming up pretty soon. I'm focused on those ones more because those are coming out and all that stuff. Because those are more because like I said, like Eternals, I want to see that again. I'm excited to see Hawkeye, and of course, No Way Home is next month and all that stuff. But it's like when I get to that, I'll get to that. Like right now, I can care less for a second trailer. In all honesty, will I watch it? Of course, but it is what it is. Like I mean,
Yeah.
everyone else is freaking out that there hasn't been a second trailer yet, and it's like the movie's like almost a month away and all that stuff. But it's like okay, we are in different. Like I don't think people realize like we're in different times now. We're like kind of like still within slash kind of post pandemic kind of stuff, things and all that stuff, and literally of how movies get uh promoted and trailers being released, especially on an at a with the MCU in particularly, because you have to like keep. They're really trying to keep their future stuff not get spoiled and all that stuff and everything like that. And you want to make sure your stuff is timely right, so that way it builds story within the trailer itself from your all that stuff. but people are just so goddamn anxious. Like everyone's so goddamn anxious for this goddamn second trailer. And all that
Yeah,
stuff.
I think they just really want to see what's his name in there?
Like, and I get it. Like
Andrew,
the whole
Tom
because
or Tom.
it does relate to the multiverse, and the big get is of course seeing Tobey Maguire and Garfield and all that stuff. Like I get that and all that stuff. Like don't get me wrong, I'm excited for that myself. Like I'm probably gonna be freaking out when I see that if if they show that in the next trailer and all that stuff. I'm gonna be freaking out, of course, but all that stuff. But it's like I hate I don't like the fact that it's like the fact that I already know about it is kind of upsetting because, like, of course, people always talk about it and keep bringing it up and everything like that. And it's like because I was like, we all know it's gonna happen. Yeah, let's let it happen and all that stuff. Leave Garfield alone. Leave Maguire alone. If you know it, and yes, some of that stuff is for clicks and all that stuff. Don't get me wrong. And you want to pump news and all that stuff and everything. I respect that and all. Um, I'm just I'm excited for the movie. I'm trying not to. I don't want to put that, but I don't want to get in the way of the other things that are coming out before that and all that stuff, i.e., Eternals and Hawkeye later this month and everything. So I want to enjoy those so that way I can get to this and all that stuff.
Right. Well,
And then of course Shang-Chi's this Friday on Disney Plus, so I'm excited for that too. See that
I
again.
could see it again. Yes. That last time was too dark.
I am very
Uh,
excited. That is this Friday. Man, that's gonna be so awesome. And Jungle Cruise also this Friday.
oh, Jungle Cruise is right. So, did you see that one thing with the IMAX on Disney
Yes.
Plus?
So 13
Pretty cool.
MCU movies are gonna get what's called the IMAX enhanced mode. So pretty much it's literally just you're gonna see more of more screen real estate of the movie and all that stuff. That's all. It's like you're getting the IMAX version of those movies and all that stuff. And that's like a different aspect ratio on how they show that, but it shows more of the scene itself. I forgot I meant to pop that up. Talking. Okay. Yeah, smaller. It's pretty much you'll see smaller black bars, certain scene. Oh, it's in certain scenes though. Okay. And it's coming and it's 13 movies. Trying to grab those right now. Okay. So those 13 MCU movies are going to be Ant-Man and the Wasp, Endgame, Infinity War, Black Panther, Black Widow, Civil War, Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, Iron Man 1, Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, Shang-Chi, and Thor Ragnarok. I think those movies in particular were actually
Correct. Yeah, they have an IMAX version. Okay.
stuff. So it's like that's happening this Friday also because this Friday is Disney Plus Day. Also, that's why.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
So Disney Plus Day. So the cool thing about what's exciting about Disney Plus Day. Oh, not only like I said, we're getting Shang-Chi released, Shang-Chi and Jungle Cruise released on that day, and of course the whole IMAX enhanced. Also supposed to get stuff of what's coming up on Disney Plus and everything. So it's like second. Um yeah, so pretty much how it says is celebrate the stories you love. Our global celebration of fans come to life with new content releases across our iconic brands Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic. Take a peek into the next chapter of our shared story. Again, that's more of like upcoming stuff that's gonna be coming soon, pretty much. So such as like on the Disney, so like on the Marvel side, we'll probably get potential new information on the upcoming Disney Plus shows, such as like Miss Marvel, Moon Knight, anything new, She Hulk, from those shows in particularly. Anything that's maybe coming new from Star Wars, though they already released the trailer for the Book of Boba Fett and everything, but probably more stuff such as like maybe a release date for Obi-Wan Kenobi, because that's been begun shooting. Uh Probably some information on the Ahsoka show and maybe some other stuff that was announced last year. And probably some, and of course other things from their other the other brands and all that stuff too. That's happening this Friday. I think they're just dropping it on Disney Plus. They're not going to do like some big old video presentation like last year, because last year that's what they did last year. They went through all their brands and did like announcements and after announcement after announcement after announcement, all stuff. And my head almost my brain almost bursted after all the content they popped out with.
Yeah. Well, that's our episode. We hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. Hope Ricky did. I'm not sure. Ricky, did you enjoy the episode?
Bruh, I got to talk about. I mean, I get spoiled. I didn't get to spoil stuff, but I mean, I got to talk about the stuff. I got to talk about stuff that I didn't think I was gonna be able to do this weekend.
Well, there you go.
Awesome.
Ricky had a good time. I had a good time. We hope you guys had a good time.
One last thing before we
Oh, one
finish.
last thing
So,
before we finish.
in order for Disney Plus Day and all that stuff, and if you happen to not have Disney Plus, which first of all, why not? Second of all, the thing is, Disney Plus is having a special offer. If you sign up today between now and the 14th of November, you can get your first month for $2.
Oh, if you use coupon code NNP. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, if that would be the day. That'd be the day. Disney Plus sponsoring the podcast and all that stuff. I would I would not only just promote the Disney Plus, but I would do the whole Disney bundle. I would promote the whole Disney bundle when it comes with ESPN Plus and Hulu, all that stuff,
Yeah.
everything. But but just wanted to give it out there and all that stuff. Like I said, between now and the 14th of November, you get your first month of Disney Plus for $2, and of course after that it'll be $8 a month and all that stuff. So haven't seen Shang-Chi yet? $2
True.
and a bunch of other stuff that you get to watch. Catch up on your MCU stuff and all that stuff. Watch The Mandalorian and all that stuff, which I'm probably gonna start rewatching again up to be ready for Book of Boba Fett and everything and all that stuff. Get everything ready and all that stuff. Disney, please sponsor us.
Yep. So we'll leave you with this episode. We hope you guys had a good time. So that's our episode for this week. Ricky, you got any final words, final gestures of kindness or quotes or
I can't wait for the Blade movie to come out.
I know.